The process of building an online store can be confusing, especially when you are a beginner. You might not know what to do first, and so what you do actually is you do a little bit of everything in random order. Unfortunately, this might result in some missteps, and to make sure you are set up for success, we have created a handy e-commerce checklist for new store owners. This checklist is a list of action steps that needs to be taken in order to successfully launch an online store. It helps you think through the steps, processes, and assets you need to streamline before any store launch. Additionally, in the description of this video, we will include this checklist plus some additional tips, tricks, and resources for you to have next to you at all times. Moreover, if you want to get help from us, make sure to go to your Oberlo app and click on a support button in the bottom right. Now this is where you have to make sure to use the real talk tag in your message and just write us your question where you need help from us. Again, just make sure to use the real talk tag so your message itself won't get lost in our inbox. And what will happen next is that we will put that message into our dedicated box so our team will be able to help you with your business growth related questions ASAP. So without further ado, let's just get started. So why do I need this checklist? Many aspiring e-commerce entrepreneurs feel overwhelmed by all the steps we have to take care early on, basically. And a couple of questions you might have are, what theme should I pick? Where do I place images? Should I have a cart icon on every page or just the product page? And what payment gateway should I choose from, right? With an e-commerce checklist, you can overcome this feeling of overwhelm and knock your store out of the park. So to help you to get started and started for success, we have sharing the exact checklist that many of successful entrepreneurs we have featured follow them launching their Shopify store. And actually, I have used this kind of checklist myself when I start any e-commerce store on my own. So the first step is to pick your domain name. Picking a custom domain name for your online store helps you gain brand recognition and makes it easier for people to remember your web address. You'll want to use the domain name tool to see whether the preferred name is actually available. Well, if it is, you can buy your custom domain directly through Shopify platform. Now, if your business name is already taken, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go back to square one. Nope. Here, where a business name generator can help you find creative names for your e-commerce store. Little Boy Blue store, for example, it uses shoplittleboyblue.com for its URL, so you kind of can use the same template for your own store as well. The second step is to create any necessary pages for your store. Any online store needs a few pages where you can list helpful information about the business. Some of the visitors will want to know what is your story, what is the story behind your company and your brand, and how actually started this company, right? Others will browse around trying to get more information about the products listed on your website. So before you jump into creating product pages and checkouts, please make sure you have a home page. This is one of the most important pages on your website. Your homepage helps establish the overall look and feel of your store and ensures customers have clear navigation to browse other pages. Links to your category pages and product pages go on your homepage. About page. Here, your customers learn about the purpose of your business, how your company began, and what your brand values are. Tell your customers your brand story and what your organization stands for. Here are some About Us page templates to inspire you that we also included in the description of this video. Contact page. The contact page here lists how customers can get in touch with you. You might list a physical address with a map showing your location, a phone number, email, and even a contact form. FAQ page. If many people ask the same questions about your products or services, save them some time by answering these queries on an FAQ page. You can cover topics like how long shipping takes or what your return policy includes. For inspiration on what type of questions to include on your FAQ page, check out Shopify Store Allbirds FAQ section for an example. Terms of services. What's included in your product or service? What kind of legal policies do you have in place to protect yourself? Please make sure to include these pages because they are really necessary, especially privacy page, because this addresses how you use your customers' information. Lawyers can often provide advice on how to word your privacy policy for compliance purposes, but if you kind of you're just dropshipper, you don't really know what to include in them, you can actually just go ahead and use predefined templates by Shopify. So just please make sure that you are compliant, that the information is kind of relevant to your business. Just go ahead and just copy them to your own purposes. Optimize your checkout process, which is the third step. Your checkout experience can make or break your chances of a sale. Well, it's sad, but with an online shopping cart abandon rates nearing heights, it is wise to minimize friction and resolve any errors at checkout. When going through your checkout process, make sure that your shoppers can easily edit the contents of their cart, shipping rates appear during checkout, it is easy to apply discount codes, various payment methods are available, including PayPal. Customers can easily enter shipping details. The contact page is easy to access in case of a problem arises. You send an email to confirm each purchase. And lastly, language and currency switching is possible on your store. Fourth step, fastest way to get traffic, of course, it's paid ads. With our checklist, you will build the store. You will make sure that everything is working properly, but that alone will make you consistent sales. And for this, you will need to be prepared to learn paid social media ads. This could include Facebook or Instagram ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, Snapchat ads, etc. And for you to get started, we have amazing free courses on Shopify Compass that we are going to include below this video. Make sure to check them all out, and if you have no idea how to start running ads, these courses will help you out for sure. Fifth step, set up email marketing. Email marketing is a great way to welcome new customers and nurture existing ones. On Shopify, you can choose from several email apps to create sequences that nurture your customers and ultimately drive sales. Use an app like Shopify Email or Klaviyo and set up the following emails. The first email, welcome email. Introduce customers to your brand, set expectations early. Second one, abandoned cart emails. Remind customers about the items in their cart. Third, order confirmation emails. Let customers know you received their order request. Fourth email, cross-sell emails. Promote items that complement a customer's main purchase. And the last one, fifth email, shipping notification emails. Keep customers up to date about the delivery status of their order. Sixth step, adjust your tax and shipping settings. Check your tax and shipping rates that are actually appropriable for whatever you are trying to sell. If your shipping costs aren't high enough, you could be losing profits by paying for order fulfillment out of your own pocket. Think about whether you will need to add extra fees for international shipping and how much you should charge for express delivery. But if you are actually using dropshipping, well, that might be an easier way to kind of go to. Seventh step, yes, 7, is to install all necessary apps. Apps are a great way to expand the functionality of your website. Site builders like Shopify have comprehensive app stores where you can find tools to help everything from SEO to email marketing. Not every app will be necessary to your business, but some could help you out earn more sales and traffic. For instance, you might consider adding a social proof app to your store where you can display testimonials and reviews from previous customers to encourage further conversions. Other helpful apps might include upselling and cross-selling tools or apps that allow you to set up recurring subscription-based payments. We have included all necessary apps to have in your store in a checklist below this video, and most of these apps are actually totally free. And the final, 8th step is to test before launch. Make sure you have the right first impression on your audience by thoroughly testing their website before launch. Check whether everything works as it should and there are no broken links or pages that don't actually load. Your site should perform well on all devices, including mobile, and what I would say, especially mobile, okay? Once you launch your website, commit to perform A/B tests consistently to optimize your results. You can A/B test your CTA buttons to improve conversions, payment methods and functionalities, marketing campaigns and email campaigns. It is also worth testing SEO regularly and ensuring your website works well with different web browsers. And that is it. Please check the checklist in the description of this video that will have all of these tips in one single place, as well as some additional things like necessary apps, as well as your store design checklist, for example, what to include in your store, what to remove, etc, etc. And thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next week.